We'll just start by creating a new custom game mod. It's loading into the world and it's just gonna be vanilla survival. My first priority is to get rid of all this useless land. I'll just need to start by overwriting a bunch of game files. Alright, so I now got all of these terrain scripts linked up. It's just a single function over here and we can just get rid of it. This is going to lead to a start area. Like how literally the first thing I'm trying to do is already really weird. Oh my god, I forgot to save the config file. So there we go. We already spawned in the ocean because, yeah, the start area is usually just water. Yeah, you can still see that the roads get generated. Alright, I think I am done. So if I now load into a new world, yeah, we have nothing but the water. Now I just need to move some POIs around, like the hideout should not be that close to spawn, and add our custom tiles, which is gonna be a lot more fun. Yeah, and I think this is literally just copy pasting all the POIs. Yeah, this is not good. You know, the good thing is, I know it was working before I added those tiles. Yeah, I forgot to rename this one single type. And oh my god, I think it's working so far. Well, but as you can see, there's one problem with the tile generation. Every tile has some land around it, which is really bad for an underwater tile. Now, before I was lazy and simply yeeted this into the world, sometimes even destroying ruins. But I think I'm gonna do it the proper way now, and I have a few ideas. First off, I can literally tell the game that these are lake tiles. And yeah, this did not fix the issue. I don't know what I did, but I made it worse. Now the water is above the other water levels. How is this even possible? Oh my, what did I just do? This is bad. Why am I falling? There's just no water. This looks so weird. What did I do? I really have no idea why this is happening. This is the first time something has changed in like an hour. The question is, what has changed? Did I break the game? Oh my god, I think I finally found it. This is exactly what I want. Well, I think the custom tiles are broken, but that's not my problem. Yeah, and we're also missing the underwater rocks. This file is generated. Don't add it here. Well, I think I did. Let's see if it worked, because if this works, I'm finally done with the terrain generation. And yes, we have underwater rocks. Okay, now, it's just that the tiles are broken, but that's not my problem. I also just uploaded everything to GitHub because it's kind of fun to use. And yes, I did update the README again. I kind of realized there's kind of a huge problem. But Mr. Craig says I can just overwrite a harvestable with the exact same UUID as the vanilla one and it should just work. Either that or things are gonna crash horribly. Okay, I think I hooked into the oil geyser now. And oh my god, there's already ocean junk. I think I should start by adding all the items from Raft Mechanic into the mod as well, which is gonna be a lot of fun. Oh yes, I've added the saplings to the game. Now, they do not have a name yet, and this one does not even have a model. Okay, this is slightly better. Okay, I think I finally got it. The saplings are back in the mod. I mean, they didn't crash. There we go, now the text is back. I also just realized there's certain text and code like here. Yeah, I'll have to write my own language manager for that. I'm gonna do that later. It's getting quite late. Well, if you now splash saplings with chemicals, they will grow into burnt trees. Right, this script is kinda broken. Okay, I kinda got something to work. Alright, I think the saplings are sorta done. At least they sometimes grow into ember now. One a nice day for modding, ain't it? Alright, I just fixed the language manager, so if I now go into my settings, change my language, it's gonna change all of these interface things in real time. And it also doesn't load the whole file every time just to display this text. Well, I'm already at it, I might as well make the saplings drop again, which is gonna be fun because the system before was a little janky. Alright, I think I've hooked into the harvestable scripts now, so if I now cut a tree, it says, a tree has fallen into the river in Lego City. But yeah, that only triggers once and doesn't apply to ember trees, I hope. Yes, that's good. Now I just need to make the loot spawn. Alright, let's see if that worked. And I am actually not sure. Yes, this should have spawned loot, but I don't see anything, which is bad. I hope I fixed it, so time to cut this, interestingly painted tree. And as you can see, we actually get a sapling now. And we are also only gonna get it once and always when the tree is cut, no matter what the tree ends up doing. And yeah, this works as well, except that the loot spawns inside the trunk. That's not good. Oh yeah, I also broke the terrain of the mechanic station. I gotta fix this. Yeah, I'm now storing the numbers in 69, which is probably nicer. Oh my god, what in the... what is this? I think I just need to make a new world because I messed with the terrain gen in here. Well, you see, now the mechanic station is a proper island again, and yeah, we don't talk about the world generation. Saplings now spawn somewhat properly. Yes, now they float. Nice. Look at it, now it's only part of the mechanic station. But why is it putting a ring of tiles around the thing? It doesn't make any sense. Do not understand this at all. Here's another custom tile we've added, and it's the same issue again. Yeah, this looks a lot better and also a lot more square. This is like Minecraft island style. There's even a thing that says force flat. That's probably the issue. This is best. What the... Why is there now an empty patch? Oh, this is so weird. Oh, did I fix it? Did I really fix it? But why do I see so many tiles all of a sudden? Oh my god, what did I do? Great, now every single island has another island around it. Alright, everything's huge islands now? What the hell am I doing? This does not make any sense. Oh, here's like the same pattern. It's just one side of the entire tile that has... Why is it just one side? Oh, this does not make any sense. Like, oh my god. Oh my god. I think I know the issue. It spent me like an hour or so trying to figure out. I think it's because I'm like, 69, funny number, haha. Because of the crappy way the devs did the code. They usually intend a tile with a cell data ID of like 100 something to be there, and then the type will become 1, which is a meadow tile, which is the normal greeny stuff you want around your island. But now it's trying to find a tile that's 69, and that one doesn't even exist. I don't even understand this. The terrain generation in this game is so awful. Yeah, I think it's just exactly as I said. Now all of this works completely fine. Oh, I hate terrain generation so much. Yeah, I literally just copy-pasted the item description, so now that stuff looks nice. Time to add more parts, I guess. Right, so all of the craft bots are now super lightweight. Yeah, else they will sink your entire raft, and that's pretty bad. Yes, I was able to overwrite the vanilla item descriptions, which is pretty cool. I just added a bunch of funny shapes to the mod, and as you can see, they look kind of broken, like the rotation on this is not good, but this is because we'll later use these shapes to render items. Well, someone literally just manually modified these UUIDs over here. It's like so obvious, and this is the fun stuff I'm doing, just copy pasting stuff over here so stuff is organized. I just messed with these shapesets files for more than an hour, adding a bunch of parts from the Raft Mechanic mod, so I'm really excited to see now how badly I screwed up. Alright, you can see the fins work, but the Raft base it disappears completely, but the queen bee is completely black, and my console is completely filled with arrows. And the Raft bases work now. That's really cool. I mean, of course, the flippers now don't get equipped. There's so much fun I'm gonna have modding all of this, but at least the Raft bases work for now. So, meanwhile, I can try and figure out why the queen bee is completely black now. I think I just forgot to add the textures. Didn't. This is weird. But that's one of the advantages of working in a team. I can just tell someone else to fix it, and it's not my problem anymore. Right, for some reason, I'm missing the oxygen tank completely, but the harpoon is there. We also got some fish now, and that's pretty good. I'm pretty sure it's gonna break when I try to eat this. Yes, I'll just T-pose. As you can see, I made some progress. I figured out what was the problem with the bee model. It didn't have to do with Corvus model. I just messed up the folders. And I spent way too long trying to figure out how to overwrite the script for the beehives, but now it works and they drop bees and more beeswax. Next, I'm finally gonna fix the oxygen tank. So I let people vote if it should refill oxygen instantly, and the results are pretty clear. Also, if I freeze scrap mechanic with the console, I can prevent my GPU from overheating, cause it's producing so much heat when SM is running all the time. I wanna make sure if I can connect it to a normal seat as well, and it seems to work, which is pretty good. Well, I mean, it just crashed. Right, it doesn't crash anymore, so I think the script is done. So you can now see I have pretty normal oxygen loss over here, but if I now hop onto the seat, I should barely lose any oxygen at all. And yeah, once I reach the surface like this, I have all my oxygen back. One thing that's weird about Survival Player is that client local player update exists. However, it's not mentioned at all in documentation. Yeah, I think I'm realizing why this whole system is so annoying to program. I need to tell all the other clients that I am wearing the new stuff as well. Oh my god, I just realized they added a new function, which tells me whenever you drop or like add items, which makes it super easy to figure out if you actually have fins or the oxygen tank. I'm now probably over-engineering the code, which doesn't even matter. Like, before I just made janky code, more or less, but it worked and it was reasonably fast to do. Now I'm wasting, like, why does it take 2 hours to make freaking tanks appear? Like, I have no idea if this is gonna work. Hey, I'm not seeing an error in console. It only took 2 hours to write these 20 lines of code, because I optimized the crap out of it. Okay, it just worked. I got the fins on my character. Oh, it works! I can't believe it. This took forever. Okay, it's just broken for the oxygen tank. Why is it broken for the oxygen tank?
1 hour later.
Place down the fins are gone. I place down the oxygen tank, the oxygen is gone. I pick up the fins again, I get my fins again. I pick up the oxygen tank, I get the oxygen tank. Nice! After 2 freaking hours, it's working. But yeah, I'm fast underwater, I lose less breath, everything's working, except that I didn't test the multiplayer yet. Also, what happens if I rejoin the world? Yes, I do not have the items, because, yep, I now have to do it the janky way. So it works now, finally. Okay, I just tried to fix the clean water description, but in the process, I broke all of the other descriptions as well. What the hell? I forgot a comma. Wow. Okay, I just wanted to upload the mod for multiplayer testing, and I get an error. All right, let's try again and see what happens. Are you just kidding me? What? All I did was replace 1 file. This is so much suffering and pain. Right, so for some reason, people couldn't join, although I put the mod unlisted. Now I just had to make a whole new world. Yeah, it's not the weirdest thing today. I have fans, you have fins. Oh my god, it's working. Okay, he picked up the oxygen tank. He's gonna pick up the fins. Why is he taking so long? Bro, just pick them up. Ah, now he did, and he has them. Okay, oh my god, this works. Okay, apparently you're just as fast with the fins without them. Right, so it's setting the movement speed fraction to 5. So we should get more speed, but we don't, which is weird because we should get more speed. Okay, now I move faster underwater, but instead of making the movement speed fraction of my character faster, I just apply an extra impulse, which is not ideal, but it seems to work. Well, apparently it does work in Water Manager Lure because they've added a water movement speed fraction. And this is just adding the oxygen tank and fins. Why is this so complicated? Right, if everything worked, we should be super slow in water now, which of course does not happen. Why am I just at normal speed? Oh yeah, okay, now it works. We are so slow in water right now. Wait, what happens if I have negative speed? Yes, my movement is inverted. This is so weird. Oh my god, it's like I'm swimming. It's like I'm swimming backwards. This is kind of funny. I guess it is working. I'm gonna go shove some food down my throat, and then I'm gonna make actual food work. Like in the game, which is not actual food, but I hope it's gonna be easier than the flippin' 3 hours I spent on them. So now I can basically just yoink the code over here and hope that it works. Okay, this is weird. The oxygen tank is completely broken now. You can even see the connections, but I'm here to try out the new eating tools. So I now T-pose. Yeah, this is not working. Why is this not working? The worst part is there's no red arrows in the console, so I don't even know what's causing it. Why can't we have nice things? It's the same issue. It cannot find these content data paths. Wow, I now just DM'd this bug to one of the devs, and maybe we are lucky and they'll actually fix it. Okay, did I magically? Let's just rejoin, restart the game. I'm not even getting error messages. This is the worst part. I don't know why it's broken. I just know it's broken. Come on, please just work magically. Failed to get first-person animation for whatever that is. Well, it will be fixed on Monday. It's so awesome what Axolot's doing right now. We're getting pretty decent bug fixes, patches and everything. Like, I kinda had my doubts after 2 years of no updates, but this is amazing. I think the issue might be that it can't load in these UUIDs because I don't even know where it finds these UIDs. I didn't touch anything. Nothing. Why does it suddenly work? If this keeps working, I don't touch this code again. Some people said it looked easy when I made your mod ideas in Raft Mechanic. I hope this gives you a different impression. Now it broke again. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll just add a single space to this file, press Ctrl S, and it works. Maybe it's because these strings get loaded in a weird way that I do not understand. So if I do this, I might be able to get the clean water working. So fish is still broken, other fish is broken, but the water works. Look, I'm a genius. I kinda know what I'm doing. Okay, now let's test if they actually give me stuff back. So drinking the water is gonna give me water, eating the cooked fish is gonna give me hunger. So yeah, I guess the food's done now. I figured out who broke the oxygen tank. It was Jasar. He messed with it somehow. Allow bees to be frozen or put into forceful hibernation. So if I now get a fridge, I can... whatever I do, it just doesn't want to work. I'm such a genius because I forgot to load the shape set in. And now it's still... How does this not work? I've modded the wrong script. This is the one from the Raft mod, but this is the new mod I'm working on right now, so I'm an idiot. And now it just works. Oh my god. And I did not even link the Raft items. Now what I did to the cotton plant is make it give you one seed when you pick it as well, which is mostly just so people have some cotton for later once they pick all of it from the first island. Oh, I think I just figured out the command to spawn cotton into my world, which is good. Now if I smack it with the hammer, you can see, oh my god, it's like the first time I add something and it just works. And if I pick this up normally, I should get a seed as well. Yep, this is perfect. If everything worked, I just made the refine time faster, but that doesn't really look faster. This is not a harvestable technically, the refined parts, these are parts, but they're kinda trying to be harvestables as well. It's so confusing. Oh yeah, this feels awesome. This is so fast, yes. And yeah, I should probably also remove the Speedy Boy debug print. Yes, technically refining stuff is considered crafting in this game. I thought it was easy because you can just link to the recipes in survivalgame.lua, but it does not exist for Refinery. Oh, gee, there's a whole extra variable for Refinery recipes. So we now should get a regular 10 scrap stone from this. Yes, and this one should now give 20 metal because you need a bunch of metal in this mod. Yep, okay, this works perfectly. Nice. Right now I just edited this code for the farmer ball. Okay, now this should make it so, yeah, whenever I place this up here, it will instantly disappear and stuff, but I don't want to spoil too much. This kinda might have to do with the story. Yeah, so I got my thing to work. Turns out I just had to use a different function to collect stuff to a chest, because for some reason it was using a method that's not even listed in the freaking documentation. I reduced the water cost of swinging the normal hammer. So you can see it's only 0.75 water now, which is useful to move your raft in the beginning. Well, I've just seen that Dartfrog added the torch that is still work in progress, but he added it to parts.shapeset, but it needs to go into interactive.shapeset. I don't think I even made that shapeset yet. So this is, I guess it's looking okay. I still think a wooden torch would have looked better, but he had some issues with the tree model, so we'll just have to stick with this for now. Oh my god, even, like, this is totally out of order. This is not what these things are. Why did you make it look so cursed? Yes, I'm totally OCDing about all of these files right now. Okay, I'm just learning now. The files are fucked up that much because you can apparently do all of these things in the mod tool now. So yeah, if you wanna make mods now, you can really easily use the mod tool, I think. Like, meanwhile, Dartrock is just making a chocolate fish. Like, why? There's not even chocolate in this game. What is happening to the oxygen tank preview? Why is it just completely flat? Alright, so I'm now trying to overwrite the stones and trees so you can use the drill and the saw blade easier, because they're really bad in vanilla. Sometimes the entire saw just is inside the tree and it's not detecting the collision. But yeah, now the game is telling me this file does not exist. I copy-pasted this from survival and the file really does not exist. Okay, apparently it's normal, like it just doesn't exist. Because yeah, if I spawn in a stone, it of course picks up the road tracks. And yeah, because the harvestable itself does not have a renderable, it's the individual parts that make up the stone chunk that have renderable. So it works, but it shouldn't. It is really janky. Like, I highly doubt this is so smooth on vanilla. Yeah, this is so smooth. And this is also gonna be really smooth underwater, where usually the collisions are even worse. I just realized that the small parts that drop drop. These are actually interactables, and the big stones are harvestable, so it took me a while to figure out why these scripts weren't working. Currently, I'm trying to figure out why, the stone thing is not working, because I am hooking into the scripts. It's always the same issue. I try to hook into the scripts, and it doesn't work, and...
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Yeah, turns out I was editing the Raft mod script and not the stone chunks thing that is sitting in the actual folder. This happens so freaking often. It's ridiculous. I like how there's just some plasma drill code sitting here. Okay, now it finally works. So I just gotta fix the trees. Collision with the saw blade and the normal tree pieces is good enough. It's just that cutting the tree for the first time is most difficult. In short, I'm too lazy to add all the trees into this list because there's 90 trees parts. It's ridiculous. I don't want to do 90 checks every time, so I'll just get rid of this and it's gonna be smoother anyway. Okay, something is happening. I think the saw is smoking. I think this is starting to look a bit better. Okay, now the saw blade is touching the tree. You see the collision effects, which are slightly offset, but I don't care. Now, for some reason, it doesn't cut the tree. Now it works. Yeah, this is gonna make cutting stuff with saw blades a lot smoother than in vanilla. Now, one small side effect of this is that, yeah, this works, which, I mean, it doesn't make any sense, but I don't think anyone's gonna do this. Yeah, I just realized this sphere collision is really bad for the saw blade, but it can just use box collision for the saw, which would work a lot better. So yeah, I'm gonna fix this later, but I'm making pretty good progress on the mod.